Society has long pondered the idea of alien contact. From the big screen to eyewitness testimony, communication with an extraterrestrial race has fascinated the masses. But what would really happen if the human race would receive a message or even sit down with another civilization out there? In this Paranormal TV One-on-One, Harvard astronomer Dr. Rudy Schild explores the concept.
If we did have contact with another civilization, different segments of our society would of course view it differently. Religions would probably have to make some very rapid changes and immediate changes. I think that would be to the good, because I think that it would tend to tie in all of the world's religions very quickly. It's my sense of the direction we're heading that all of the major religions in the world today are based on some correct elements, and none of them really seem to encompass the whole picture. They all provide very good clues. And I see the existence of such a civilization as tying in a great many of the loose ends of all the world's religions and unifying them into one more significant religion. I also think that the entire science community would be enormously energized and confront the fact that there are serious shortcomings in our understanding of the nature of space and time and the way we communicate and the way we travel over vast distances. And then, of course, the average guy in the street will have an endless series of movies showing an expanded realization of the nature of our universe, and so I think everybody stands to benefit. On the whole, aliens don't present us with any danger. There seems to be nothing scary about this. And this is an important thing to understand, because remember that Hollywood has portrayed aliens as threatening to our civilization, and we all understand why that has to be. If a movie maker doesn't have you scared, he doesn't really have your attention. And I think we're getting beyond that now. I think that Steven Spielberg actually led the way with E.T. and Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and even the series Taken, in which things weren't so scary after all. In my own future, I see a quest to understand what you might call are the expansions of the Einstein theory. It's interesting that this is the year of physics and the year of Einstein, and just as we're celebrating his great accomplishment, we're also starting to notice his shortcomings. And it seems that the entire UFO and alien abduction picture is showing us that the universe is, again, more interesting than anybody had anticipated, and it always seems to turn out that way. Now, I'd like to tell you how my colleagues at the observatory up the street like to talk about where we stand in our body of knowledge today. And they say it this way: imagine a book that will be written 500 or 5,000 years from now that contains all of the knowledge about the cosmology or the structure and nature of our universe. Imagine that book has 1,000 pages. How many pages have we written so far? And most of my esteemed colleagues would say about 750 pages, whereas I believe we're about on page 120 or 130. And I consider it my near-term effort to start filling in some more pages.